Congressman, great to see you here today. I think I remember a time, not in the too distant past, where if a politician was found to have employed an illegal immigrant, it was probably something that was going to kill a campaign and possibly their career. Here we have the governor of New Jersey saying, I've got an illegal immigrant in my house. Come get him, ICE. I dare you.
You know, this should be filed under something like you just can't make it up. I mean, it's just so unbelievably bad, so disappointing, so embarrassing. I love New Jersey. I've lived 99% of my life in the state of New Jersey. And just to see this and hear it, he is the chief executive, the CEO of the state. And to encourage illegal activity. You know, I sit on the Judiciary Committee, and you know what I see is it's justice for thee, but not for me. So it's okay for him to break the law. Then maybe it's okay for people to go into stores and steal stuff because they just don't feel like paying for it or they think it's too expensive.
Right.
Maybe it's okay to attack a police officer because you just don't agree, you know, with law enforcement or you just don't happen to like this individual. Come on. This is America. We have the rule of law. What the governor is doing is awful, and it's disappointing.
You know, again, there was a time not that long ago, 10 years ago, even under Barack Obama, where immigration law was enforced, deportations were actually enforced. And here, whether or not it's the mayor of Chicago or here the governor of New Jersey, there's open defiance of the law, open defiance of law enforcement. It's a huge turn in the way that it has embraced the party criminality, at least on the note of illegal immigration. I want to move to this, Congressman. The Pentagon has a new policy in place. They're removing NBC, Politico, NPR, and the New York Times out of the dedicated media office spaces. They're going to make room for some new organizations to step in, like the New York Post, Breitbart, OAN, and HuffPost. Katie Couric has said and put out on X that this is propaganda. Wow, this is how news becomes propaganda. It's begun. Pay attention. Your thoughts, Congressman?
We live under propaganda, right? We were before for the last 4 years, and even under President Obama and others, it was just pushing out what they believe. The legacy media, and people finally got it, and now they understand it, do not represent the truth, do not present both sides, and we have it in our university systems, too, where students don't hear about both sides of the coin, don't hear left and right, liberal and conservative. This is a good thing. There should be all kinds of media there, representing all points of view. And for the first time in many years, we're going to have media that's going to give a different viewpoint. Let Americans decide. Let people decide. We are tired of being spoon-fed and told things that aren't true, that aren't accurate, and it's getting old. And fortunately now, we're going to hear more of a balance. That's a good thing. That's an American thing.
Yeah, it's a stunning lack of self-awareness from the likes of Katie Couric to not understand how the American public views her, views those other institutions, views them as propaganda. All right, finally, Congressman, sources are telling Fox News it's unclear how many people may be fired from the FBI as Trump looks to clean house. Attorneys representing some FBI employees say this could violate their clients' due process rights. What do you think about this moment where many FBI agents may be part of the whole purge from the DOJ to the Consumer Financial Protection Bureau within the federal government?
Well, you know, I'm chairman of the Oversight Subcommittee in Judiciary, and we're going to dig into this stuff. The FBI, the Department of Justice, the Attorney General, DEA, most of the folks working in these agencies are good people that are working on the street. But the people at the top, what they did, you know, wanting to implant people in traditional Roman Catholic churches. This is what the FBI did. Creating and working to create the Steele dossier, which was a complete lie, working with a guy by the name of Igor Danchenko, giving him hundreds of thousands of dollars, using his lies to go after President Trump. Again, a horrible thing. Going after parents and school boards, terrible. Misusing FISA. They misused FISA going after people they didn't agree with. They misused FISA going after boyfriends, girlfriends, husbands, and wives millions of times. There are problems there at the top. It has to be cleaned out. The FBI is there to protect us from the bad guys, and unfortunately, Americans need protection from some of the people at the top at the FBI. It's good that it's going to stop. Again, it's a fairness thing. Justice for everyone.
Accountability for past politicization of all of these departments. All right, Congressman, great to see you. Thanks for being with us.